Hi everyone, welcome to this video tutorial. Today we're going to look at how to represent a for loop in a flowchart. And we're going to start with a very basic algorithm. We're going to get a number from the keyboard, and if that number is even, we're going to increment a count. So here's the algorithm represented in a flowchart. We're going to input a number from the keyboard. We're going to check if the number is even, and if it is, we're going to increment a count. And if it isn't, we're not going to increment the count. Okay, so this is the basic task that we're trying to achieve in the program. Now, what if we want to do this task 10 times? Okay, things have changed a little bit here. So this time we need to figure out how to do this task 10 times and represent it in a flowchart. So let's take a look at a suggested solution. Look at how we are representing the for loop. When we start the program, not only do we initialize count to be 0, we also need to initialize our loop control variable, which is this variable here, to 0. Then we check if we are in the for loop. Is I less than 10? Because if that's true, we're going to go into the for loop. So that's what we're doing here. Is I less than 10? If the answer is yes, we're going to jump into the for loop and we're going to do the for loop code like before. When the for loop code is finished, so these lines of code here, we're going to do I++. Okay, so that's what's happening here at the end of when this is finished. We're not going to end the program like we did before. We're going to do I++, and we're going to go back and check if the new value of I is less than 10. And if that's true, we're going to go back into the loop, we're going to do the loop code, and then we're going to do I++ again. So you can see that these three elements of a for loop are represented in our flowchart. Now, of course, when the for loop finishes, we need to think about what we're doing when the for loop finishes. So the for loop is finished, I is no longer less than 10. Let's say that we output the count and we finish the program. That is a very quick introduction to how to represent a for loop using a flowchart.